Now, for the longest time, the Alphard has been the king of the luxury MPVs. That is until this one. This is the Lexus LM350, and it's Lexus's answer to what happens if you luxurize the Alphard. What makes this interesting is that its competitors, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, they don't have something that can compete with this. So how does this stand on its own merits? How is the Lexus LM on the road? Now, so how does the Lexus LM drive? Well, to be honest, if you were in the market for a Lexus LM, this is the seat that would interest you the least. More or less, you will have your driver here and you will be seated there in the back. But let's say your driver is on leave and you need to drive the car. How is it behind the wheel? Well, it's a Lexus hybrid, so it drives pretty well. It's a 4-cylinder 2.5-liter engine paired to a hybrid powertrain, and driving it around, it actually feels quite normal. I wouldn't say it's any harder to drive than a normal car. However, you do have to keep in mind that you are a little bit higher off the ground, so you might feel like you're in an SUV, but the ground clearance doesn't actually reflect that, so you have to be careful with humps and the like. Now, while driving it around, you do have to keep in mind that it's a very long car. Does it make it hard to drive? Not really, but when you're in a parking lot or you're going through some tight roads, the length of the car might actually make it a little bit difficult to maneuver. Now, how's the driving experience? Well, you do have 247 horsepower and about 239 Newton meters of torque, which means that it's completely adequate. It feels quite preppy because of the hybrid assist, and it drives okay. Now, visibility, on the other hand, is quite good. You have a huge windscreen and these big side windows that let you see into the blind spot and to the corners of the car. Now, speaking of visibility, visibility out the back is pretty good, and that's because of this rear view mirror, which isn't a mirror at all. It's actually a rear view camera pointed at the back. Now, it does take a little bit of getting used to because the angle is a bit different with the camera as compared to a regular mirror, but once you get used to it, it works well, whether day or night. Now, at night or in low light, the camera can be a little bit noisy, as cameras would be, but generally you can see pretty well out the back. And with the click of a switch, you can also turn it off completely and you can see the regular mirror there. But you do lose the benefit of having a clear view out the back even with passengers. Now, something that does annoy me a little bit about driving the Lexus LM is that the driver aids can be a bit intrusive. That means that as you're driving along, the car really does feel that all the pedestrians and all the cars and all the bikes all around you are out to get you. So what does that mean? That means that the car constantly beeps and bongs at you, maybe once every 2 minutes or so, especially in Manila traffic. And the moment it does that, this screen loses navigation and replaces it with a camera, which generally wouldn't be a bad thing, except it happens often enough that if you're in an unfamiliar place while you're driving, you're going to get lost, like what happened to us the other day. So now that you're done driving, or your driver's back from his vacation, let's see what the interior is like in this, the Lexus LM. Sitting here, they have the Tazuna concept from Lexus. Tazuna means that everything is within reach of the driver. So this is about as far as I need to reach. Most of the functions are here on the steering wheel and a little bit here below or around. It's a very pilot concept, and honestly, and weirdly, it reminds us a little bit of the GR Yaris. You have this big screen here, it's got Apple CarPlay, it's got all your functions here. A little bit annoying that they hide a lot of the features in the screen, but at least there's main buttons here for your air conditioning and your seat ventilators. Speaking of air conditioning, you have dual zone for the front, you have right and left. Of course, the back is a completely different thing, but it's nice is that you have a main buttons here that overtake Apple CarPlay if needed, with the big screen in the middle and everything very close to the driver. Once you look around, yes, it's a little bit sparse because, again, the main attraction in the Lexus LM is the second row, but here you do have some very nice wood. Lexus is known for their wood and they do it quite well. You have cup holders here, as well as a center console which opens from the driver or from the passenger side. Now, on the steering wheel, weird enough, you have some paddle shifters. They do let you shift up and down through the gears, although the passengers might not like that. You also have your automatic headlamps and automatic wipers. And importantly, you do have the door open and door close for the rear passengers here. That way, when you're picking up your passenger, you can come up and open the door as you're coming to a stop. It's all very nice. Inside here, you have a wireless charger for your phone. Doesn't work so well, it just makes my phone hot, doesn't actually charge so much, but you do have USB-C ports everywhere where you can plug your phone in manually. You have USB-C here, 2 ports there, you have an additional USB-C port here, and you have an HDMI port. And the HDMI port takes us to the back seat, the main attraction of the Lexus LM. So climbing into the Lexus LM, the first thing that greets you is this is a handle, and for those of you who are a bit more advanced in age or who have mobility issues, this 3-piece handle and the low entry height make going in and out of the Lexus LM quite a comfy experience. In fact, this handle is my grandma's favorite because it allows her to come into the car and get into the seat a bit more comfortably. And once you're in the seat, the first thing that you feel is this semi-aniline leather. Lexus semi-aniline leather is a very soft, very supple leather, and it feels so luxurious, and we love it. Not just that, but the seat is also a business class level seat. You have controls here to control the seat, forward, back, and you can control the recline as well. And for me, my favorite feature is this. This is the ottoman, and it allows you to get that full business class laid-back experience. Now, I'm a bit tall, so I have a hard time putting my feet completely up, but for most regular-sized Filipinos, this should be a really good experience. Now, other than that, you do have a lot of other features in the car, and most of it can be controlled through this. Now, this might look like a smartphone. It's actually a remote control for all the functions of the back seat. So you have your audio controls here, your climate controls, your lights, your sunshades, your seats, all controlled from this panel. The nice thing is also it lets you set themes. When you click, let's say, Dream, the car's blinds will come up, the aircon will tone down, and the seat will go into a very relaxed position. So basically, one click and you're off to dreamland. The car is also equipped with a massage function. Now, most massagers in cars, some of them, they just vibrate. Some of them, they try their best to give you what they think a massage would be. But with the Lexus LM, the backseat massage is actually quite nice. It's quite firm, and it feels quite nice, and it actually feels like it's getting into the muscles. So it's a very good way of relaxing after a long day. Now, what's nice about the LM and what makes it flexible is, yes, this little thing can control all the functions of the car, but you can also control them using buttons, because I know using a touchscreen while driving, some people get dizzy. Here, if you don't want to use the touchscreen, you have controls here on the panel above you. You have climate controls here, light controls here, shade controls here, and even lighting controls back here, which means you can change the color of the lighting without having to go into the app. Now, full rundown of the features of the seat. You have a cup holder here, very nice, very luxurious cup holder. I like it a lot. One of our favorite features of the car, if you're not into massaging and you want to be productive all day, is this. This is the table. So it wouldn't be a business class experience without a tray table, and this one is one of our favorite ones we've seen in the car. Yes, it's a bit small, mainly because I'm quite big, but it is also a very stable, very strong table, and we like using it maybe with an iPad or a MacBook Air to get some work done while you're stuck in traffic, of which we do have a lot of. In terms of entertainment, the Lexus LM is equipped with a 21-speaker Mark Levinson reference surround sound system, a mouthful, but that is also connected to this. This is a 14-inch screen. Now, the 6 or 7-seater, we have the 14-inch screen. The 4-seater has a much bigger screen, but at least for us, this one is pretty nice already. Now, one thing we like is that this is actually a window. Most MPVs don't actually have windows that go down, but we love that the Lexus LM does have this option. Now, how is the ride of the Lexus LM? From the front, it drove pretty well. It was quite comfy. From the back, it's a completely different experience. It's so quiet. It's so smooth. The world just disappears. Now, alam ko naman, there's a lot of traffic in Manila, but when you're using the LM with a driver, mind you, sitting here in the back, you actually feel better getting off the car than when you got in. So it's perfect from hopping from business meeting to business meeting because You might be stressed from one meeting, but you can relax, maybe get some work done. It's so quiet. It's so nice. If you haven't tried a Lexus LM, drop by your showroom now. This is their demo car. You can try it out. And you don't even have to leave the showroom to try it out. Hop in the car, close the door, close the shades, tell the car you want to go to dream mode. The seat will take care of you, the massage will come in, the aircon's quiet, the 21 speaker Mark Levinson reference surround sound system is a very good sound system. It might not be as good as BMW's i7. We find that to be one of the best systems that we've tried, but it's the best system we have tried in an MPV. And other brands like BMW don't have an MPV, do they? So how about the trunk space? Well, that's what makes it an MPV. First, there are buttons on the side for the power liftgate because you do not want to lift this by hand. It's absolutely massive. As you can see here, this is in its 7-seater configuration. There's not much space, although, to be fair, there is enough space for a golf bag. It's a bit tight though, so what you can do is use the flexible seating of the Lexus and drop the back seats. It's very easy to do. One click, comes down, and then it goes up. Once it's up here, you have a clip like this. You're basically able to load up the whole car. Now, you can put your golf bag or other items straight in and flat. As you can see here, between the second row and the back, a golf bag would fit. You can probably put 3 or 4, which is perfect because in this configuration, this is now a 4-seater. In terms of other functions back here, if you need a little bit more space, you do have buttons here that can control the second row. So you can move the second row a little bit more forward, which allows you to move your cargo a little bit deeper. Now, is it really that practical as a family vehicle? Honestly, yes, because the third row is a 6 or 7-seater. It allows you to switch up between you wanting 6 people in the car in relative comfort, or fold it up, drop the seats, and you have a full 3 sets of seat belts in the back with no armrest and a lot of practicality. We find it more than enough for any family's use, actually. Now, how about the design of the Lexus LM? Well, before this facelift, the LM actually got some flack because the spindle grille historically doesn't work so well with big cars. And this is a big one. It's about 5 meters long and almost 2 meters wide. But Lexus redesigned the front grille, gave it a little bit more pizzazz, and it actually looks quite good. I'd say that this is one of the most attractive large spindle grilles in Lexus's lineup. If you go around the front, you'll see it's got the projector-style headlamps. These are the smart headlamps we were talking about earlier. And it's got 19-inch multi-spoke alloy rims. It's in a bit of a chrome finish, actually. It's something that we quite like. From the side, it is an MPV and it looks it. It's very big, very long, very wide, and that has some tasteful chrome accents. Could we use a little bit less chrome? I think so, but honestly, for the segment it's in, as a luxury MPV, it does look quite good. From the back, it looks like a spaceship because it is. It's huge, it's big, it's flat, and it's slabby in all the best ways an MPV can be. At the end of the day, what do we think about the looks? I think it looks quite good for what it is. Maybe a little bit too big if you don't have a family or if you don't have a driver, but overall, it looks good, especially bringing it to places where it's meant to be. Office, malls, city driving. Going out of town might look a little bit out of place with all the SUVs out there, but honestly, with a back seat like this is where we'd rather be. And now it comes to the part that we find important, but others might not, the price. This one is 7,158,000 pesos. This is the 6 or 7-seater variant, and there's actually a 4-seater variant that is a bit more expensive, but comes with a lot more features for the interior. And how about the pros and cons? Well, for Pro, it's got the best back seat in the industry. I don't think anyone can doubt that. It's comfy, it's quiet, it's relaxing, it's everything you want an MPV to be in the most luxurious level. Another pro is that it's a hybrid, which means 2 things. One, for all of us, it means that it saves fuel. For such a big car, we're getting a little bit better than 10 kilometers per liter, which is great. For others though, A hybrid means there's no coding. And at least for the next few years, that means that this can be your one and done car for office, for school runs, for everything. Another pro we like, it actually drives pretty well. I wouldn't say it's the best. It's somewhere between a pro and a con, but really you wouldn't be driving this all day, every day. And now for some cons. We find that the safety features can be a bit intrusive. The camera comes up and it alerts you, it beeps and bongs. We've had it beep and bong at us maybe once every 2 minutes while driving in Manila traffic. And that means that every time it beeps and bongs, you lose your navigation and your Apple CarPlay for a good 5 seconds or so, which generally shouldn't be too big a deal, except the other day we were driving and we kind of got lost because we took a wrong turn. Now, any other con? It's a little bit big. So big is a pro, big is a con. As a pro, got so much space inside. As a con, sometimes when you're taking a corner, it might be a little bit too wide or make too big a turn. Now, does that mean it's hard to drive? Not really. It's just you have to keep in mind that it is a long car. So what do we think about the Lexus LM? Well, as an MPV in the luxury segment, the Lexus LM is actually your only option. The competitors haven't come close to matching the kind of luxury you can get with the Lexus LM, except for the 4-seater, which is something Lexus should activate a demo car of, because we would love to try out what a 4-seater, 5-meter long luxury MPV can do. So as a score, we'd give this a 9 out of 10.